What else we got going on, brother?
Right. So there's an old saying: they don't want justice, they want just us. And so this may be applicable to a story that I was reviewing. T.I., just imagine you go to the airport, you're on your way to a trip, and as that process takes place, they ask you for your identification, which T.I. did. Except in this case, T.I. gave them his identification, and he was flagged. The ID was flagged.
Like a driver's license or
whatever he presented
passport
to.
or whatever. Okay.
So it was flagged.
Flagged. Okay.
Right? Because there were warrants out. So he gets arrested. The problem, though, is it was mistaken identity.
Yeah, I was going to say, warrants out for who?
Mistaken identity. Now, although they only kept him for a few hours and letting him go, they had to make some phone calls to the sheriff of the county and all this other stuff. He got locked up in Atlanta, which is good because that's home for him, right? So they were able to rectify this. Besides, he's a true G. He's done hard times, going locked up for a few hours. But the part that I took away from this story is who's this agent? Who's this agent that checked the security? Because here's my thought. Just imagine you're T.I., right? One, you're in Atlanta. This is home for you. Two, I bet you anything that the person who had the warrant out, when they run the name, this name comes up, same name. But we know damn well there was a picture there. It wasn't just a name, Jay. So who the hell? So now you're going to tell me that T.I. shares the same name and looks like this motherfucker with the warrant out? I mean, come on, man. I want to know who this agent is that's like, well, all look alike to me, which is why I said, are they looking for justice or just us? Right? It just made me think of that. I'm like, we're getting caught up in the same name, but I guess they're saying that the photo looked like this person as well. So I looked and I couldn't find the photo of the person who the warrant is actually for. Somebody by the same name.
Is that T.I. Harris?
No, it's I knew you were going to ask me that.
Yeah, because I was like, I don't know what he has on his ID. I mean,
it's
okay.
His name, something with a C. It's not Corey.
Oh, okay. It has his real name.
Yeah,
okay.
Gotcha. It'll come back to me.
Yeah.
But it's just interesting, and I was just like, wow. I know the name's gonna. I got it. Name.
Yeah.
Got it. But the photo's gonna come up, right?
Yeah,
a lot of times we get those warrants out. They come up. It's your identification.
Got
right?
it.
It's like your DMV photo or something like that.
Okay.
So now I'm thinking, okay, so this person's looking, it gets flagged.
Right.
So now they're looking at T.I. while they're looking at the photo on the screen.
Yeah.
So now you're going to tell me that person also looks like him, or is it just another black guy? Right? You know what I mean? So I was just like, man. So I look for all that we heard, it doesn't look like T.I.'s any worse for wear. Like I said, he was only locked up for a few hours. But I know that this is, do I dare say, a little bit of a trigger sometimes with you, the way law enforcement and the way these folks just kind of pounce on us without discussion, without reasonable cognitive thoughts and everything. So I really wanted to get your opinion on T.I. getting hemmed up for something someone else did down in Maryland or something, wherever this dude's from.
Oh, it's supposed to be down in Maryland.
Yeah, I think it was down in DMV area.
Yeah, well, I probably, the agent, they're probably white. Probably. They probably have no idea who he is.
You saying not a hip-hop fan?
No, not a hip-hop fan. I'm not even a big hip-hop fan either, but I damn near know who T.I. is. Right, you know what I'm saying? So the whole thing is like, and there are a lot of times where, yes, they do believe that a lot of black people look alike, right? And listen, if I'm keeping it 100, I feel that way when I look at the Asian people, I'm not able.
Where is this going, Jay?
I'm just saying I am not able to tell me personally. Listen, you might be different, but you see, here's the thing. I'm gonna give this person a little bit of listen.
You giving someone grace?
I'm gonna give him grace because I'm giving you an example. I'm just telling you, when I see someone when they're Chinese or Japanese or Korean or something, and this is just me personally, right? I'm just saying, I'm just keeping 100. I'm not able to tell the difference, right? And to me, they might look a little similar, okay? Right? That's just me, but that's not a racist think, because you know I'm not a racist.
I thought you weren't.
No, I'm not.
That's racist.
No, it is not racist.
Absolutely.
No, Doc.
Well, give Doc a minute to plug in.
Okay, yeah, you got that right. Because here's my thing.
I just gave when you're ready, Doc.
I'm ready to go, sir.
Doc, I was just telling my brother Kay here, when I see someone who is like Korean or Chinese or Japanese or whatever, I am not able to tell the difference whether they're of that. So he's telling me that I'm racist because I can't tell the difference between Korean and Japanese. Do you think, Doc, that I'm racist with that statement? Maybe I am, but I've never, ever thought of myself as a racist.
Tell him, Dave. Tell him.
It's a little borderline. It's a touchy subject.
Doc's being nice. He says borderline.
Doc, don't be nice.
I'm not being. I'm just saying.
No, Doc is not being nice. He knows that's not really.
He just says borderline.
Borderline. Where's the borderline come in?
What do you mean where it comes in? It ain't, dog. It's racist. It's
now I'm gonna have to Google. I'm gonna have to Google the definition of racist now.
Well, it's incredibly racist. It's ignorant, right? People don't look like.
Okay, it could be. It could be.
Right, so hold on a second.
It could be ignorant.
So let me.
But it's not racist.
So let me put the needle back on the record. So
yes, right.
So if I'm understanding this, you're giving this agent grace because black. You're thinking that this person may have saw T.I. and said all black people look alike. Thought that, or the way that you look at Asians and say, well, they all look like to me. Therefore, oh my God, man.
I'm just saying, I don't know this person. I'm just saying that maybe they looked at this picture and they thought that he looked just like this other person on the ID. And that's what, listen, maybe that's what it is. There have been people, and I don't know the ethnicity of this agent. I don't know whether I don't know whether they're black or white. Do you have an idea of what their ethnicity was? Because if they were black, then it doesn't really.
What? But that why would that matter?
Well, why would it
matter?
I just gave an example of why it would matter, because there are some. If they were white, some white people and maybe some of different ethnicities believe that black people look alike. So I'm giving an example of why maybe this agent made a mistake.
I can't believe I'm having this conversation
with
someone
in
2024, man. Right. This is ridiculous, man, that you're even saying that.
So let me ask you something. So you can immediately tell the difference between Japanese, Korean, Chinese.
100%. I can tell the difference between.
Okay.
Listen, first of all, are there some similarities at times visually between someone from Korea or Chinese? I'll give you that. There's some similarities. Japanese and Chinese?
Okay.
Japanese, nope, don't see that whatsoever. I don't know what the hell you're looking at from that standpoint. A little bit Korean, Chinese, a little bit sometimes. I'm just flawed. Excuse me.
You're floored at?
At the fact that you are
that I may not know the difference between Japanese, Chinese, or whatever. That I may not know the difference. And to you that's racist. So to you, that person who made the mistake of mixing up T.I. and I guess another black man, you're saying that they're racist.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with that.
I don't know how you can make that statement.
I'm comfortable.
I don't know how you're comfortable
I just did. I'm gonna act like Jay.
First of all, you don't know the person.
Right. I'm gonna act like Jay because you sound like Kay right now.
Well, that's your opinion.
So let me pull that back. Yeah. I don't know if that person's racist. I don't think that person's racist. I'm not gonna talk about that person. I'm gonna talk about you. Your ass is racist.
Oh no,
I got no problem. I don't have to worry about litigation from you. Your ass is racist.
There is no way.
Your ass is racist.
Y'all are gonna have to write in whether Jay is racist or not, because I can't believe that just because a person is not able to tell the difference between a certain race or not ethnicity, whatever, doesn't mean that they're racist.
I'm absolutely repurpose that, and in this case, I'm not applying that to everybody. I'm applying that shit to you. Your ass is racist.
How so? You're gonna have to give more context because me.
Because I just did. Because Because I just did, man. I just did. This is my opinion, man. He's racist as fuck, right?
I can see already that Jay's a racist.
Well, listen, I don't know what this person was looking at when they saw T.I.
Yeah.
Right. Bringing this thing full circle.
Yeah.
That one just had me scratching my head because I said, I'll give you a name. I'll give you a name. There's probably tons of people with the same name.
Right.
But I know that photo showed up there.
Yeah.
On that screen at the same time that T.I. standing in front of you. And I bet you anything from dollars to donuts, man, that person looked different. Because not only that.
To you.
Not only that, right? Like T.I. doesn't look like just everyday black guy walking around either, right? He's a fair complexion black man. So like it's just I'm not going for it.
Well, that's to you. He doesn't.
Listen, I'm not.
I understand because we know T.I. and we know how he looks. So to us, he's distinctive looking, right? And he look right. So to us, but to someone who does not know T.I. from Adam,
no, you don't know T.I. That I'll give you. That I'll give you. I'm saying I haven't seen this other person, but I swear, I feel it in my soul.
You feel it in your soul, but they could potentially look
in my soul. That person, he did not look like T.I.
So you know what? We gotta get the picture.
We gotta get this photo.
And we're gonna put up a side by side because he could very well. He could very well look like T.I. And I do want to find that out because we're gonna have to give this person some grace.
I ain't giving him shit. I ain't giving him shit.
He's too hard on y'all.
I'm not giving him.
I understand, y'all. Like, listen, I have seen black people. I'm black. I've seen black people who look alike. But they literally look alike.
I've seen. Listen,
right?
There's a type, right? Like if someone said, he's tall, shaved head, dark skin. I walk inside the room and be like, is it him? Right? That's a description.
Well,
they had a photo.
No, there are actually people who actually look like. You know how many times I get Usher? I get Usher all the time. I do. I'm telling you, I get it all the time.
Come on, man, stop.
I wish I had the money.
Now you're delusional. You do not look like Usher.
I get Usher all the time. I'll make a phone call right now. I get it all the time. I've been out with you, and I've got Usher. I get it all the time.
Oh, that waitress you're talking about, she was angling for a tip, bro.
Oh, she was not angling for no tip.
She thought I was Michael Jordan.
I get it all
called me
the
Michael
time.
Jordan, too.
No, you know Michael Jordan. You don't look like Jordan.
Exactly my point.
No, you do look like somebody.
Exactly my point.
No, but you
don't look like Michael Jordan. You don't look like Usher either, bro.
So explain to me, why do I get that all the time?
You won't get that shit all the time.
I'm telling you. So I'm telling you, I get that all the time,
bro. You had one woman say
it's not
that.
One.
It's like one.
I've had over 20
we were in a restaurant.
people.
She was angling for a
I probably more.
Okay,
I'm just telling you.
Right. So when you interviewed Usher, did he say, "Wow, I feel like I'm looking in the mirror"?
That's a little bati.
Did I feel like I'm looking in the mirror?
No, that's a little bati.
That is not.
But
you said you looked like
I will
him,
tell you
and
one
you
thing.
interviewed him. He didn't acknowledge that.
But I will see, Chili was flirting with me, and she was messing with my hair.
Oh, because
so maybe she's like,
"Oh,
you remind me of my ex."
Oh, jeez.
She's like, "Oh, you remind me of my ex, Jay." What's good?
Listen, you're a handsome brother. I'll give you that.
You don't think so? You gave me a 6.
You are a fucking 6.
Okay, I'm not a 6.
That's a whole nother.
That's a whole nother topic. We'll get into another show. But we got to get women on the show for that one. But the point is that people look alike, and people can make mistakes.
Okay,
and it could be an innocent mistake, or it could be a racist thing. We don't know. Okay, but you do have to give people the benefit of the doubt. Is all I'm saying.
In my soul.
In your soul, you're wrong.